Hello everyone, and welcome to English with Confidence. I'm your host, Ruby, and today's episode is all about our very first rainy camping trip. But don't worry along the way, we'll break down real English conversations you can use in your own life.
Thanks, Ruby. I'm your co-host, Eric, and honestly, I never imagined my first camping experience would be so wet. But it's the perfect setting for picking up new words and phrases, right?
Absolutely. Rainy weather brings out so many unique expressions. Plus, dealing with unexpected situations is a huge part of both camping and mastering a new language. Shall we set the scene for our listeners?
Let's do it. Picture this. We arrived at the campsite, gray clouds overhead, and within minutes, it started pouring. No turning back, just us, our tent, and a whole lot of mud.
Arriving at the site, we had to unpack quickly before our bags got soaked. Eric, do you remember what you said when you saw those storm clouds rolling in?
I think I blurted out, "Looks like we're in for a wet weekend." That's a typical way to predict a rainy few days. And you replied with another classic, "Let's make the best of it."
Exactly. Phrases like make the best of it or when it rains, it pours come in handy. We'll break these down so listeners know how to use them in everyday situations, not just camping.
Good idea. And for context, when it rains, it pours means bad luck often comes all at once, which was true for us, as you'll soon hear.
Now, pitching the tent in the rain was a challenge. Can you walk us through what happened using some key teamwork phrases?
Sure, we kept saying things like, "Let's work together," and "I'll hold this end while you secure the stakes." Teamwork vocabulary is essential, whether you're camping or collaborating at work.
And when the tent collapsed the first time, I remember saying, "Back to the drawing board." That's a great idiom for starting over after a failure.
Right, and I joked, "Third time's the charm." These idioms add color to conversations and show resilience, something every language learner needs.
Once we got inside, the rain hammered the tent all night. Eric, how did you express your discomfort without sounding too negative?
I try to keep it light by saying, "It's a bit damp in here, but at least we're cozy." Using positive language, like "at least," is a subtle way to cope with discomfort.
That's an important tip. When you said, "I hope the tent holds up," it showed cautious optimism. In English, expressing hope or concern softly avoids sounding too harsh.
Exactly, and we also laughed, saying, "What's an adventure without a little rain?" Humor is a powerful tool in both language and life.
Let's talk about our attempt at campfire cooking. We tried to roast marshmallows, but the fire wouldn't cooperate. How did you describe that situation?
I remember saying, "Our campfire is stubborn tonight." Personifying objects, giving them human traits makes descriptions more vivid. You added, "These marshmallows are more soggy than toasted."
Descriptive adjectives like soggy, crispy, or burnt help paint a picture. And when things went wrong, we used phrases like, "It's not the end of the world," to keep spirits up.
Exactly. In English, downplaying mishaps with such phrases is common, and it helps maintain a positive group dynamic.
That night, the sounds of the forest were almost louder than the rain. How did you express your curiosity and a bit of fear?
I whispered, "Did you hear that? It sounded like footsteps." Using questions like these shows both curiosity and a hint of worry. You reassured me with, "It's probably just a raccoon."
Reassuring phrases like, "It's probably just," or "Nothing to worry about," are great for calming nerves. These are useful in stressful situations, not just camping.
Definitely, and sometimes our imaginations run wild. Saying things like, "My mind is playing tricks on me," is another way to express uncertainty in English.
Waking up to soggy sleeping bags was rough, but we found reasons to be grateful. How did we use language to focus on the positives?
I said, "At least we made it through the night." Focusing on small victories helps shift the mood. You replied, "The sun's finally peeking out, things are looking up."
Phrases like "things are looking up" or "every cloud has a silver lining" are perfect for showing optimism after a tough experience.
You're right, and expressing gratitude, even for small comforts, is a big part of English communication. It brings people together and lifts spirits.
As we packed up, I remember us sharing what we'd do differently next time. How do you express gentle regrets in English?
I said, "I wish I'd brought waterproof boots." Using "I wish I had" is a polite way to talk about past regrets. You added, Next time, let's double check the weather forecast.
And live and learn is a phrase that sums up our attitude. Every mistake is a lesson. It's a gentle way to move forward from setbacks.
Absolutely. English offers so many ways to express learning from experience without blaming anyone.
Let's recap some of the most useful expressions from our rainy adventure. Which one stood out to you, Eric?
Make the best of it. Back to the drawing board and things are looking up. These are versatile phrases you can use anywhere, not just while camping.
We also covered ways to express hope, disappointment, and gratitude. Remember, idioms and descriptive language make your English more natural and memorable.
And don't be afraid to add humor or optimism, even in tough spots. That's what makes conversations engaging and relatable.
Before we wrap up, I want to emphasize how facing real-life situations like our soggy camping trip can boost your English skills and your confidence.
Absolutely, Ruby. The more you use English in authentic experiences, the more natural it feels. Even rainy days become valuable learning moments.
And remember, it's okay to make mistakes, laugh at yourself, and try again. Language learning is a journey, not a sprint.
Thanks for joining us on this adventure, everyone. Until next time, don't forget, guys, we have a new segment. Catch Ruby on Sunday Talks. Keep practicing, stay curious, and approach every challenge with confidence.